everybody, welcome to Mom Plays. I'm Mom. Hello. We are still playing Fallout New Vegas, having just met Caesar and his lovely band of rapists and murderers. Alright, so I think I said at the end of the last episode that we were going to go ahead and fight Lupa.
What?
And take her brain. I'm ready.
You sure? Last chance to back out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. You've been a good dog, Lupa. Die well, girl.
Yeah. So, we have a machete. We are going to... Ew. We're just going to hack and slash, and hack and slash, and hack and slash. Can I hack and slash like this? Nice. Oh, come on. There you go. Come back here. And she's down. That wasn't as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. Alright, can we search her? Lupa's brain. Thank you! And there we go. We have... Wait, where's the... There it is. Alright, so we can fix Rex, which will make me very happy. And now we have all of our stuff back. We are going to head to the bunker. That took like less than 2 minutes to get that brain. Beautiful. Alright, so we need to find the bunker and do that. Looks like it's this way. Wow, just everything is getting handed back to me. Slowly but surely. Very slowly. That's right. That's right. Hack it. Hack it and smash it. Alright, what do we got here? Bunker.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him.
Yeah, alright.
Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
Be worth it. Yeah, you know, maybe. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile in here. We've got broken terminals. Broken terminals. Empty, empty, empty. Empty filing cabinets. Okay. So let's activate this console, I guess. The console hums quietly, powered by some unknown source. There is a round slot in the console about the size of a large poker chip. Alright, poker chip it is. And then we're going to go into sneak. And we are also going to equip some things again. Let's see, which one do I want to use? Hunting rifle? Yeah, why not? Thank you. Alright, away we go. To the Securitron vault, huh? This place is probably going to be heavily armored. Oh, look, it's Mr. House. What's up, Mr. House? What do we got here? Vault status terminal. Status log. Radioactive leaks. Yeah, okay. Alert level 1 security. Turret status. Active. Active, active. Oh, wait. Those are on standby. That's cool. Hi, Mr. House.
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. I suppose it's just as well. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar to give you back the platinum chip.
What makes you think that he gave me the chip? Well, that's stupid to ask, because he's going to point out that we got, had something to put in that slot, right?
The platinum chip unlocks this bunker.
See?
Hence, you have it. Hence, Benny was captured or killed. Possibly by you, but by my estimates, far more probably by Caesar's Legion. Hence, Caesar gave you the chip.
Right?
Hence, Caesar wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker. But that's not going to happen, because you're going to work for me.
All right, so what is this place?
It's a facility I built many years before you were born. You might think of it as a kind of barracks. You'll understand soon enough.
All right, you wanted me to come down here?
That's rather obvious,
It
isn't
is.
it?
It really
The
is.
platinum chip is a data storage device. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
All right, what will you do with your Securitrons?
My army will do what an army does best: defend territory from invaders and maintain order.
All right, we'll see what happens.
I like to think you have enough sense to do the right thing. The rewards for doing so are immense, as are the punishments for not doing so.
All right, so door is open, and we are on our way. Let's get rid of this Protectron, hopefully. Yes. Am I not wearing any armor? This is not good. Wow, that was loud. You know, we should probably equip our armor. Yeah, thanks. Alright, so we're accumulating rads here, which is not cool. Thank you. Nice plasma rifle. We're just gonna take everything. Empty, 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 empty. Empty lockers make me so sad. Why does this game do this to me? Toolbox. Alright, we don't need anything. And 3 monitors. Hard, average, sentry bot operations is not even locked. Alright. Let's see if we can get in here. I will see you when I open it. Okay, or we'll just stay here and I'll pick the right one right off the bat. Let's see how much of this we can get turned off. Cancel security alert. Turrets reverting to standby mode. That is right. And I will see you when I unlock this one, unless I unlock it right away. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Cancel security alert. Protectrons are standing down. Alright, so I think we've got everything that we can possibly get to stand down, standing down. So, door is activated elsewhere? What? Okay. This looks like nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Taking rads all the time here. Let's go. Wait, what? Thank you. Wait a minute. Why wouldn't that one open? Huh. So it's a good thing we got the turrets to stand down, because there's 2 at the end of this thing, and there's a couple Protectrons also, so. Alright. Upgrade the Securitron army to use later for your own purposes, or destroy the Securitron army by overloading the bunker's reactor. Well, we aren't going to be doing that. We're going to be hoping we can just not worry about getting attacked through this whole thing, and yeah. Move along, please. So if we wanted to destroy it, we would come here and place charges on all of these power regulators. But we're not going to do that. There's another one in here. And I believe there is another one in there. But we're going to go this way. Up to the systems room. where there are yet more turrets. Let's see if there's anything else here that we want, possibly. Permanently jammed. Okay. God, there's nothing in those boxes. There's a Securitron. Ah, here it is. Activate Securitron Operations Console. Insert the platinum chip. Piss off Kaiser. And now, instead of a policeman face, the Securitron has an army face. Oh god, and look at how many are down there. Oh my. Alright, so let's... I guess I don't have to sneak. God, that sounds horrible and ominous and... yeah. Oh, and look at them all. They're like, look at this. So many Securitrons. That always creeps me out whenever I do that. It just is, like, not right. Still can't open that door. Activated from elsewhere. Like, where? I guess I probably maybe have opened the door before, but I honestly can't remember. Okay. Hi, Mr. House.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
Alright, now I can't remember if you get attacked or not. Radiation poisoning. Okay, bye-bye. Let's get out of here. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Well, let's see if we can fix our radiation poisoning. Alright, what is my radiation level right now? 85? Alright, we'll do that. Alright. So here here we go. Sorry, I have a tickle. And now it's gonna make me cough forever, I'm pretty sure.
You've carried out Kaisar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again.
You think I carried out your will? Okay, hold out weapons it is. Damn it. Oh, excuse me, guys. You might have to give me a minute to pause while I get this under control, so I will be right back. Alright, guys, let's try this again. Hopefully I won't dissolve into a fit of coughing again. Ugh, that was awful. Every once in a while, I get this dry spot in the back of my throat. It's so dry, excuse me, that I can't, like even drinking stuff doesn't help it. It's so annoying. Alright. Kaiser. Am I going the wrong way? Or am I not? Ah, perfect. I'm not. Alright. So, I have a feeling that he's gonna be a little pissed. So, let's just do a save here. And see what the Wrath of the Wrath of Kaiser is.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge.
Alright.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. There are rewards.
Oh, yeah.
By command. Today, your reward is vengeance. You get to decide how Benny dies. Go to Benny. Let him know what you've decided. My Praetorians will perform the execution. Unless you want to perform it yourself.
All right.
Consider it the first of many bestowments.
Oh, so now we're accepted. I totally forgot that he thinks that you did what he wanted you to do. I totally forgot that. All right. Time for Benny's fate. Benny's fate. I'd like to kill him. myself.
So, baby, what did you find down there?
Hundreds of Securitrons, all of them upgraded now, just like Mr. House wants.
So, all this time, the old man had an entire army on layaway? Clever player. Just imagine the look on Baldy's face when those Securitrons come pouring out on Judgment Day. I'd pay to have that bronzed. So all you gotta do is talk to Yes Man. Figure out how to set things in motion. Make Vegas a town I would have been proud of, baby. Let it swing.
It's really funny because when he says that, I want to make him proud. That I want to, like, take it over myself. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I have decided what happens to you now, Mr. Benny.
I see. And how's that gonna happen?
Well, I've decided to kill you here and now.
I see. Keep it simple, eh? Around here, it's one of the better options.
Yep, close your eyes if you want.
Nah, I'd rather see it coming. Do it, baby. Make it clean.
So, let us get on with this. Oh, they gave me a machete. I have never killed him with the machete. You ready?
Ah!
Really?
I'm hit!
Wow, that takes a lot of work. I usually just shoot him in the head. It takes one damn shot. Alright, so Benny has his suit and a gun named Maria. And that's what I wanted from him. Thanks, Benny. Alright, we might as well speak with Kaisar about his next task and just play along, because we're kind of in the middle of the enemy camp here.
I'm sure you found Benny's demise pleasing. The destruction of an enemy? There are few things more satisfying. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture.
I see.
You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back.
True.
You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
What is that machine in your tent, sir?
It's called an autodoc. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science.
Yeah, you're a little bit backwards. See if you can answer any questions real quick.
What did you want to know?
Are your bodyguards special in any way?
My Praetorians embody the martial ideals of my legion. Each one of them has done enough conquering and killing to deserve the rank of Centurion. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the invitee chooses whichever current guard he thinks is weakest and challenges him. The fight is to the death. It keeps them from getting complacent.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see. How long has Lucius been the head of your Praetorians?
Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now. He was a subordinate guard for 8 before that. No invitee has dared to challenge him yet. Maybe it's an issue of respect. He is getting on in years.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
How about, tell me about Volpes and Colta.
Vulpes is the best of my frumentari. A remarkable individual from an unremarkable tribe south of the Utah. He was brought into the Legion as a boy, survived training, fought well enough as a legionary to be promoted to the rank of decanus. Then in battle against an unimportant tribe, he broke ranks and led his contubernium through a hole in their defenses to capture its chieftain. Well, his Centurion wanted him crucified for disobedience, so I made him a frumentari.
What do the Frumentari do?
Whatever I require. Infiltration, assassination, dramatic atrocities to break the spirit of the enemy, etc. They're mentally flexible. They operate behind enemy lines for extended periods, imitating the enemy's customs without becoming sullied. In all these things, Vulpes is a master.
So, before we ask him any more questions, I just realized something. He did not say etc., he said etc. which leads me to believe that the proper pronunciation for this person is Kaiser, not Caesar, because it sounds like he pronounces all soft C's with a hard C. So we will be, hopefully, if I remember, calling him Kaiser from now on. So let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
I heard rumors of your legate, Lanius. What's his story?
Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe.
What happened when Lanius attacked his own tribe?
He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off. It was
Gross.
days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal.
Gross. He sounds more like a savage than a general.
Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal, too, but only to me. He has no love for my legion. But this has its uses. He has no attachment to his men, no compunction about battlefield losses. All he cares about is destroying the enemy. When another legatus or a centurion fails to achieve results, I send Linnaeus to make things right. His first step is to beat the failed commander to death in front of his assembled troops. Then he orders the ritual of decimatio.
What is decimatio, which we would pronounce as decimatio, which sounds like decimate, doesn't it?
It means decimation.
I'm
In
right.
ancient Rome, the word had a very specific meaning. A punishment for cowardice. The legionaries are lined up in ranks. Every 10th man steps forward and is beaten to death by his brothers. It instills a certain robust obedience.
Sounds amazing. Lanius will lead the assault on Hoover Dam?
Yes. This time my legionaries will be more frightened of the commander behind them than the enemy before them. There will be no failure this time, no retreat, no years of gathering slaves and resources for another assault. With Linnaeus to drive the legion forward, the dam will be taken. It will be our bridgehead across the Colorado.
All right. Why did the Legion lose the first battle?
It's not going to happen again. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, okay. I've heard the commander of the first battle called the Burned Man.
And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of Caesar. Change the subject.
Yeah, he doesn't like to discuss the Burned Man, okay? Is there anything else he
What
can
else?
tell us here? Oh, here we go. How did you capture Benny?
I'll hand it to that piece of shit. He was determined. He used some kind of old-world stealth device to get across the river in a Legion boat. Seems the device ran out of juice once he got here, but he was dressed like a legionary. He was caught just outside the weather station. See, thing is, he didn't change his hairstyle. To go to all that effort and fail because you're too vain to mush your hair.
What happened after Benny was caught?
He was brought before me along with the platinum chip. That's how I knew he wasn't some kind of profligate infiltrator. Benny tried to sell me a story, but Lucius has a way of coaxing the truth out of captives.
I bet he
Everything
does.
just from spilling out.
Uh-huh. All right. Anything else? Let's
What
see.
else did you want
We
to know?
we need to get the history while we can, because they're not going to let us in here after a little while. What do you think of the NCR?
Do you want my opinion as a former citizen or future conqueror? Actually, my opinion's the same either way. As a young man, I was taught to venerate President Tandy of Shady Sands, the founding mother of the new California Republic. Did you know her presidency lasted 52 years? and that her father, Aradesh, was the Republic's first president? Does that sound like a democracy to you? Or a hereditary dictatorship?
President Tandy was voted into office each time.
Because the council didn't dare oppose her. She was too popular. She had the people's love. So things ran smoothly, more or less. And as soon as she was gone, as soon as there really could be democracy, what happened then? Ever since losing its queen, the NCR has been weaker, more diffuse. Democracy has been its weakness, not its strength.
I see. Okay. How is the NCR weak?
Greed runs rampant. The government is corrupt, accepting bribes from Brahmin barons and landowners to the detriment of citizens. The NCR is a loose conglomerate of individuals looking out for themselves. It's lost virtue. No one cares about the collective, the greater good. It's not built to last. I'm just hastening the inevitable.
Surely the NCR is a powerful foe, though.
Of course. The most powerful my legion has faced. Also the first to which I am ideologically opposed. Until now, every tribe I've conquered has been so backwards and stunted. Enslavement has been a gift bestowed upon them. My conquest of the Mojave will be a glorious triumph, marking the transition of the Legion from a basically nomadic tribe to a genuine empire. Just as my namesake campaigned in Gaul before he crossed the Rubicon, so have I campaigned and will cross the Colorado.
Okay. Now let's see if he has anything else to say.
No.
Wow, he does. So, if you're bored with lore, I'm sorry, but I think it's important that we exhaust speech options while we're doing this. That way we know. I mean, now we're going to know all sorts of things about Kaisar. So, it's interesting, I think. So, we're going to go ahead and ask him, what do you know about Mr. House?
I know he's a coward, hiding behind an army of robots ensconced in that tower of his like a wizard in one of those Grognak comic books. Some say he's a man, others a machine. I don't care. He's in the way.
Okay. That was short and sweet. What role will regional powers play in the conflict?
I've analyzed the region's tribe to determine how they might be useful. I may tell you more at a later time, if it suits me.
If it suits you. That was short and sweet also.
What else did you want to know?
How did you rise to power?
Ironically, I was born a profligate myself, a citizen of the NCR. My family lived not far from the Great Boneyard. After raiders killed my father, my mother sought the followers' protection. I was 2 years old. She found work at their library, cooking and cleaning. I learned how to read, and soon I was taking courses, free of charge.
Yeah, you were a follower of the apocalypse?
Oh yes, raised in that tradition. And the teaching stuck. I was taught it was my responsibility to bring the torch of knowledge to the wastes. I may have taken the torch part more literally than they intended.
What changed you from a follower to a dictator?
When I was 20, the followers sent me east to Grand Canyon. It was my first expedition. Just me and a physician named Calhoun. As an anthropologist and linguist, my assignment was to learn the dialects of the Grand Canyon tribes. What a fucking waste of time.
Why would learning dialects be a waste of time?
If you think it's worthwhile to make smart people learn how to talk like backward savages, you're a follower of the apocalypse. Or an idiot. Anyway, we met up with a Mormon missionary who already knew a bunch of dialects. Joshua Graham. He was supposed to teach me. But before that went too far, the Blackfoot tribe captured us to hold us to ransom. They were a backward bunch. But the real problem was, they didn't know how to fight.
What was wrong with the Blackfoot?
The Blackfoot were at war with 7 other tribes, each just as pissant as they were. But outnumbered like that, they weren't going to last long. It's one thing to be taken hostage, another to be lashed to a sinking ship. So over Calhoun's objections, I decided to take certain steps.
Alrighty, what steps did you take? I think we could probably guess that.
I taught them how to use the guns they already had. how to strip and clean them, how to breathe when pulling a trigger, how to reload ammunition. They looked at me like I was some kind of a sorcerer. So I taught them how to make explosives and started drilling them on small unit tactics. If there's anything I learned as a follower of the apocalypse, it's that there's a lot of good information in old books.
What happened after you trained the Blackfoot?
Divide et impera, divide and conquer. I led the Blackfoot against the Ridgers, their weakest enemy. When they refused to surrender, I ordered every man, woman, and child killed. When next we surrounded the Kaibabs, and they likewise refused, I took one of their envoys to the Ridgers' village and showed him the corpse piles. This was new for the tribes, you see. They played at war, raiding each other, a little rape and pillage here, a little ransoming there. I showed them total warfare. Like I said, there's a lot you can learn from old books.
Wow. You know, he's an evil man. Okay, what happened to the tribes? I mean, he had the opportunity to be a good person through the followers, but he is not.
Kaibabs joined me, and the Fredonians after that. All the pissant tribes with names that should be forgotten. I knew from the start I'd need to eradicate this plague of tribal identities, replacing them with a monolithic culture, a uniform identity. So that's what I did once my confederation of tribes was large enough. I crowned myself Caesar and created a single great tribe, my legion. I sent Calhoun, the follower captured with me, back west with a message that I should not be interfered with. Joshua Graham, the Mormon interpreter, stayed with me and served as my first legatus.
Okay, and since forming the Legion, all you've done is conquer other tribes.
That's right. Decades of warfare, absorbing lesser tribes, gathering power, forging the dross into a vast, razor-sharp scythe. My Legion's expansion has never ceased. Much of the Utah and Colorado and all of Arizona and New Mexico are mine. We have cities of our own, but nothing compared to Vegas. Finally, my Legion will have its Rome.
Okay, so before we end this episode, let's make sure he has nothing else to talk about.
What else did you want to know?
Well, we've asked him about the machine, but we have not said why is Caesar's Legion so strange.
I used Imperial Rome as the model for my Legion precisely because it was so foreign, so alien. I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to emulate the culture of pre-war America, the infighting, the corruption. Rome was a highly militarized autocracy that effectively integrated the foreign cultures it conquered. It dedicated its citizens to something higher than themselves, to the idea of Rome itself. In Rome, I found a template for a society equal to the challenges of the post-apocalyptic world, a society that could and would survive, a society that could prevent mankind from fracturing and destroying itself in this new world by establishing a new Pax Romana.
What does Pax Romana mean?
It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, homogenous culture that obliterates the identity of every group it conquers. Long-term stability at all cost. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production.
So I'm guessing that he never ran across any books about Rome that talked about the fall of the Roman Empire and the greed and bribery and all sorts of stuff that happened there, or he's just conveniently forgetting it. Yeah. All right. So you'll destroy the NCR because you hate its inefficiencies.
No. I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. It's Hegelian dialectics, not personal animosity.
Hegelian dialectics? What are those?
How do I put this basically enough? It's a philosophical theory, the kind you might encounter if you took time to read some books. The fundamental premise is to envision history as a sequence of dialectical conflicts. Each dialectic begins with a proposition, a thesis, which inherently contains or creates its opposite, an antithesis. Thesis and antithesis. The conflict is inevitable, but the resolution of the conflict yields something new, a synthesis, eliminating the flaws in each, leaving behind common elements and ideas.
Okay, so what's dialectic about you and the NCR?
The bombs wiped the slate clean. Human civilization descended to a level of ignorance that effectively set our cultural progress back to zero. The NCR has all the problems of the ancient Roman Republic: extreme bureaucracy, corruption, extensive senatorial infighting.
Okay, so he does know about that.
Republic, it is natural that a military force should conquer and transform the NCR into a military dictatorship. Thesis and antithesis. The Colorado River is my Rubicon. The NCR Council will be eradicated, but the new synthesis will change the Legion as well. From a basically nomadic army to a standing military force that protects its citizens and the power of its dictator.
Yeah, but not everybody is a citizen for you. All right, that's enough questions for now.
What else then?
So, I'm done working for you.
Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
Okay. I mean, that's great. So we are going to leave this episode here. We did go about 10 minutes over. I apologize. I just think it's really important, to learn the history stuff. And that's the only time we're going to be able to question Kaisar about it, because from now on, we're going to piss him off. So that was our choice. Where is Lily? Hi, Lily.
Hello again, dear.
Hello. Let's get going.
All right, dearie, let's go.
All right, so we are going to leave it here. Next episode, we will not be in the Legion camp. We have a brain. We have done the bidding of Mr. House and his platinum chip. And we are going to be doing something new for a little while. So, yeah, that would be it. Thank you for watching. And follow me on Twitter @ToniaTrace. And I'll catch you all next time.